Alright, what's up guys? It is October 10th. It's going to do a quick video lesson for the day. Let's see here. First up, I'm going to look at Lee, L-E-E. This is a trade that I'm currently in at 309. Looking for the forced pattern breakout here, which is why I bought into this today. If we bring down this, try to get a little bit better view here on the daily. We're looking at the force pattern here. The lead-in trend here is obviously bullish. We've got this nice triangle formation forming up here, as you can see, and we got this neckline formed up here with these previous highs back here at about 314, and then previous highs back here at 320. So that's the range that we need to break out of on this daily chart to see this actually be a legit breakout. Volume is fairly light, as you can see, just intraday wise. The chart pattern is very shaky and moves on low volume, so it's definitely a risky play. I initially bought into this hoping to see an F1 breakout that happened right out of the gates at about 307. But did not get that official breakout. If we look over to the opening price here, I bought in right here on this spike. We basically hit an F1 right at about 307 there. I don't know why this is showing right here about 307. We opened at 307, came back down, and then once we broke 307, we broke out on high volume there. As you can see, just volume is relatively low. As you can see, it's not really legit candles that you can see forming up. It just was kind of spiking all over the place. But the intraday chart combined with the daily chart was definitely a bullish pattern that I liked. So I bought in here 10,000 shares, hoping to see that this thing would just all of a sudden rip to the upside and spike. But also, today was a huge day for the market, as we're actually continuing up surprisingly on the Dow. We're actually up on highs of the day. We're up 223 points, so a lot of volatility going on. The market gapped up about 150 points, so it's definitely risky and a little bit nerve-wracking to try to buy into a huge gap into the market. But surprisingly, we continue to rip up. The market had been down significantly, so there are a lot of shorts that are getting scared out of their positions and covering. But back to Lee here, we have this nice looking intraday pattern that's continuing to form up. We've been hitting 309 for about the past hour or so. So that's kind of the first trigger we need to get over for this to start pushing back to the upside. Hopefully we can see that actually break to the upside. My stop's going to be around $3 per share. We got to hold that level, otherwise I'll be selling out of this stock. A little bit crazy. I do have a large position, 10,000 shares, so every penny this stock moves, I make or lose $100 on this trade. So easily, if this rips up to 320, that's $2,000. So hopefully we see an upside move on LEE. We got to get over this 309 mark before we get to the next step. Hopefully we break out, but there is a pretty hefty wall there. Play of the day here was ETRM. Unfortunately, I did not catch this stock when I needed to. We had traded this earlier this week. Looking at the daily chart, we do have this nice revival pattern on the daily chart that broke out here above this neckline levels, in the 130s, 140 section. And looking at the intraday chart, we had a perfect F1 breakout pattern. Frisco got in with a great entry here. Unfortunately, I did not get my fill here on this ETRM. You can see that this spiked as soon as that broke that F1 at 135. Small, had about, let's see, about 44,000, then 53,000 shares go through right in that breakout range. I put a 10,000 share order in at 135 with a limit, and it just did not get filled. I sat here for about a minute waiting for it to fill, and it just did not go through. After that, I hesitated and didn't raise my limit to try to chase it, and unfortunately I missed this trade. But from there, this is a perfect F1 breakout pattern. An F1 breakout is a stock that has typically a gap open or a move up on volume, forms a quick high a day resistance area where you can start drawing a triangle formation, which is also just considered a flag. F1 is basically within the first 2 hours. So it's just, an F1, F2, F3. Those are all based on time frames that I teach in FUS 4 Part 2. Being that this happened within the first 2 hours, I call it a F1. So F1s are typically what I trade the most. And so as soon as that broke that F1 at 135, this thing just started raging here. Went all the way up into the 150s. All the way up to 153. So, that was a huge play there to be able to just trade the morning pop on the F1. Unfortunately, I missed my entry just by a smidgen, and then did not change my order and chase it. The stock's now back down to about 146, but the daily chart is still very bullish and intact. So awesome play on ETRM. Unfortunately, I just did not get my entry exactly when I needed to. But anyways, that's just a quick rundown of today's plays that have been going down so far. We still got a lot of time left in the market. It's only about 2 hours in. So good luck for the rest of the day, guys.